What was that?
I was just freestyling at that point.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Rock and roll, buddy.
I thought throw a nice freestyle halfway through third part ending in there just to like kind of fuck it up a bit. My problem is I always have the Stand Easy version in my head. And he does all kinds of crazy shit in there.
Right, exactly.
Hello, everyone. My name is Josh. You're listening to Chanarant Podcast. With me, as always, is my bearded co-host, Mr. Andy Fusco.
That's me.
And before we begin the show, I would just like to let you know it is explicit. We're going to say some naughty language, so you have 5 seconds to listen to something else. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck!
You go ahead, girl. Say fuck.
Fuck.
Fuck. Feek.
Feck.
Feck. Yeah, that's right.
Feck.
In Northern Irish, it's feck. Yeah, that's right.
Listeners can review the show on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, etc. Send in some reviews. We haven't sent out stickers in a while. We've got some stickers.
Yeah,
so,
we've got plenty.
Everybody knows if you do a review, send us a screenshot. We'll mail you a sticker on Fusco's dime.
Right.
I want to
It cost me 87 cents to send something to the UK.
I'm about to say, yeah, we'll get we get the people who are in Australia. They're like, send me my damn sticker, and it's like $8 to send a 10-cent sticker. You can send us emails and voicemails to be played on air. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or if you're Australian, Snapchat. Check out the Channer Rant store at channerrant.com. And this episode is brought to you by our patrons. Those lovely, however many, 70 or so folks who support the show for $5 a month at patreon.com. They're watching. Some of them are watching this stream right
Some
now.
of them. 6 of them approximately.
6 of them are watching. That's a whole fan base. Last but not least, invite and share with your friends. Odd open, baby.
Yeah. It's you.
No.
Oh, fuck. It's me. Hey, Josh. Hey, Josh.
Yeah, Fusco.
You know what really puts a red bush in my bushmills?
What's that?
When you haven't been to Northern Ireland in 3 years, so you haven't gotten laid.
That was the last time you got laid? Was Northern Ireland?
Andy.
No, I was just trying to point out that Northern Irish girls are easy, but no.
Well, you got to buy them a Macca's first.
Wait, Macca's, that's Australian, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm totally kidding, girls.
Fusco, would you like to introduce our guests?
Why is that? Why I always got to do it?
Because they
I don't
can
know
see
who
you.
they are.
Right.
Yeah. So on my left, or to your left, I don't know what you guys are seeing right now, but we have, of course, the infamous Del Boy, Deli, Adele. What did she call herself when she...
Dilly Dell.
The inspiration for Dilly, the dildo. Del Boy, the lead tenor drummer of the #1 band in the world, Klaskelt.
Yep, that's true. They're shit hot.
They're shit hot. And then Adele can introduce her friend because I just know her name.
I just met her today, 5 minutes ago.
This is my friend Laura Chesney.
Chesney?
Wait a minute.
Like as in Chesney?
Like Chesney.
Really?
Oh, that's how they get those good reads. I see.
Did she marry into the family, or did she... He is the pipe major as well, isn't he not?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, Laura, it is a pleasure to meet you and have you on. I'm so sorry for what is to come.
Yes.
Here.
Yes, you're in for it now.
Do you want to bring our guests up on the monitor as well? So,
Oh, yeah, sure.
so Dad can see them?
I can do that.
Perfection.
All
All right. Let's get right the fuck into it. We do have a couple emails, but before we get to those, I wanted to say thank you to our guest last week, John Allen, who we had a really good time with. Hopefully his house isn't burned down right now like everybody else's in the world. And Rab gave us a shout because apparently he'd never even heard of that band, so he's like he's like relentlessly downloading Stand Easy albums now. So there you go.
Yeah, John's pretty awesome.
Rab, speaking of Rab, he wanted to give a shout to Dell. So
Hi, Bob.
Rab very specifically said, "Yow."
He said, "Yo."
I don't know how you say it.
You.
That's what he said.
But yeah, so on emails, we got a 2-part email from Ian. It's weird because of the way it came in. So he wrote us an email saying if Big Rab is the BBC, which is funny because it's the first thing that made me draw the distinction between British Broadcasting Corporation and Big Black Cock, which is what what BBC means in America.
Yeah. Well, on Pornhub anyway.
Yeah. So, but then again, if you look at the way that they control coverage of the world, they kind of are the BBC. But he says if Big Rab is the BBC, then Chanarant is TMZ. Vulgar, tasteless, but usually right. While you seem to get pissed when guests bail on you, the grab bag episodes are probably my favorite. It's you two shooting the shit that made me one of the 6 and keeps me coming back. But back to the point of my email, while I'm not a frequent live stream viewer, I had every intention of tuning in for your epic challenge ever since hearing it about in the first Cam and Glenn episode. Then Tartantown came out with their Murderer's Row of Legends Josh has most likely never heard of, which is probably true. I've never even heard of Tartantown.
Jesus Christ.
So you guys were a distant second for my afternoon of bagpipe interneting. And then he immediately saw the episode got posted with recording. And he said, to further my last email, I guess the answer was yes, and good on you for sticking to your word, but wow, did you ever force those guys to dig deep into the bag of yikes, how do I say this without sounding like an asshole phrases. It was a clinic from them. That said, good on you both for posting the recordings. Playing solo is a skill that needs to be maintained. Keep it up, and best of luck in round 2. Lastly, as an alumnus of the famous 1998 Fort Erie games, I can confirm that 11-year-old Glenn would have mopped the floor with both of you, but don't take it too badly. That list is long and distinguished. And yes, so is my Johnson. Ian.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course. Me?
Yeah, you.
Of course.
Did you listen to last week's episode yet? John Allen episode?
No. I was there. I remember it.
Do you remember that we read both these emails last week?
Did we really?
We did. But that's cool.
Why were they not marked?
Because we copied and pasted, and
This is why
that's
we-
all right. That's all right.
That's why we can't do nice things. Well, so Fusco will edit that out in post,
Yeah, I'll just take it out.
I'm sure. But, well, okay, did we read this one too? Did you
Which
look at
one?
the show notes before we started the show?
I did not.
Okay, take a quick peek.
Let me see.
Criticism from the couch.
No, on air.
Oh, shit, and the window frame got all weird too.
No, we did not read this one. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah.
What's up, fellas? 2 things. Can we discuss Bob World chanting the word penis to a group of Zimbabwean teenage boys in their native tongue?
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what he's talking about there, but 2, Josh, visit chanarant.com/suckless, and I will see you in Andy's classes where you can learn how to play bagpipes. Nice win, Andy. Rock on, boys. Keep the great shows coming. Viva la service bands. Chris Z. Yeah.
Superb.
Chris is a good dude. He wears the biggest sporran you've ever seen. I just want to say that.
Also, how did he know that he was chanting the word penis in their native tongue? Does he speak Zimbabwe?
He might.
He might.
I don't know. He looks very white to me, but
Real quick before we move on, we got to do some mechanical things. Can you pull up OBS and increase the USB audio?
I can. To what?
Just keep going. There you go. Yeah, we'll get us in the yellow. That'll do for the
That'll
stream. And then our window with the ladies got kind of funk. So if you go to the interview, you can actually adjust it in there while the live stream one is still live, and then when it's fixed, we can change it, which gives me enough time
Got it.
to go into this next email, which is anonymous. And I will say this doesn't out the person, but this is and we get a lot of these. We get anonymous emails from people that we really have to be careful about not mentioning, because their band or association has like social media policies that will get them kicked out for speaking up about anything.
Which is about to happen to Adele on Monday.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's about to happen to Adele as
She's
soon
no
as
longer a member of Classic Cult by the time you hear this.
as soon as her pipe major hears
The
this.
bond that shall not be named.
But okay, so this guy says, "All right, fuck sticks. First of all, this fucking bat flu pandemic or whatever the fuck it's called is a pain in the cock. That's the season over again without a bastarding note played. It really blows donkey cock. Or as Bert would say, that's us fucked for another year."
Exactly.
That's us fucked for another year.
Anyway, just felt compelled to write in and give my 2 pennies worth about your piping contest. First of all, oh god, it's gonna be like 100 episodes before I don't have to have fucking comments about this. First of all, no matter what anyone says, you both showed massive balls to put that out for all 6 of us to hear. Seriously, massive respect to you both. Fusco put his job on the line, and Josh let himself open to ridicule by showing what happens when your pipes aren't set up correctly after 128 episodes telling people to do just that. That being said,
That is such a great
so
point.
it's a
We all
perfect-
missed that.
That's the quote. That being said, I think the Three Stooges were a little harsh on you. Josh, you clearly do have... Oh, that's very nice. This is a nice dick stroking moment here before... I'm assuming he's going to make fun of me again. You clearly do have natural talent in those hands. If you had an easy read, the hands loosen up and you played so much better. I think if you both played the contest on the same set of pipes, it would have been a much harder thing to judge. I don't think so.
I don't
I would
think so
have
either.
blown him through the fucking roof.
Oh, wouldn't even make a question.
Yeah. So the only major criticism outside the obvious I would have would be as follows. Josh, easier, more comfortable bagpipe setup. You think Parks or Little plays a big reed? Do they fuck? Also, a wee bit more. That's just what it says.
I don't know.
Also, a wee bit more expression in your march, but again, that may come with a more comfortable setup. Fusco. Nice wee set. Only thing that stuck out for me was that your triplets were too tight in the strathspey. Open them out a wee hair. But listen, wankers, that's only my opinion. Keep up the great work, you cum-guzzling rent boys. Forever yours and Satan, Big Papa.
That guy. Well, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, don't say anything.
Adele, you might know him. I'll tell you later
I
who that
may
is.
know him.
Don't say anything that's going to out this fool, because I love his emails. And then the last thing I got was we got a tweet from John Bell replying to @Chanarant. Maybe Honey Bourbon can write a new tune in honor of Fight Night called Piper's Breakdown. Wasn't that the joke we made about when Cahill broke down and Banjo Breakdown? We started calling it
Cahill's Breakdown.
Cahill's Breakdown.
That was a great story. I love embarrassing him.
That's all the housekeeping. We made it, guys.
God, so we can go right into Adele?
Well,
That's
you
what I
gotta
like
buy
to
her
do.
dinner first.
That's what I like to do. Get right up in Adele.
And dessert, please.
I can't afford that shit. Come on, Adele. You know me.
Fuck's sake, come on.
I'm a goddamn broke musician. You know how this works.
So, Sco, how would you describe? We've talked about this on the show before, but we have gained more listeners since episode 4.
Since the last time Adele was
whenever
on?
the last time Adele was on. I think we had you on for what, Dirtbag Olympics, Del?
Oh, I remember. I remember.
The legendary cheeseburger story.
Yes.
I swear, honestly, I'll never live that down.
Do people ever come up to you and say, "Can you tell me that cheeseburger story again, just for the fun of it"?
I was actually playing in the Belfast Tattoo, and this bass drummer came over to me and goes, "Are you Adele?" And I was like, "Yes, my name's Adele." And he goes, "As in Del Boy." And I was like, "Where's this going?"
Oh, no.
You're the blade that went on and talked about the cheeseburger. And I was like, "Stop. Just stop. Right now."
We made another Joe Brady.
Stop.
Yeah, she's the Joe Brady of across the pond, which is fair.
I mean, we made Honey Boo Boo famous too. So,
Yeah, we made.
you know,
Yeah, I mean,
You
the
did,
three of
you
them.
did.
we're fucking kingmakers.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Don't
So
crack.
let's go. So
Yes.
we met Adele actually in Vegas. For
did.
any new listeners may not know.
Yeah, we have lots of new listeners, so let's explain that.
Yeah, her and her crew came down to Vegas because they wanted to get blackout drunk and eat hamburgers for 4 days,
Right.
and they succeeded.
They definitely did.
Minus the hamburgers. Minus the hamburgers.
I remember a night at the Heart Attack Grill.
I was about to say,
would
did you guys go to the
otherwise.
Heart Attack Grill and get the fucking like spankings and shit?
Yep.
Dean got spanked.
Yes, I remember this.
I forfeited my spank for Dean.
Did that guy go get married? Did I see a picture of him on Facebook or something? Or maybe he was in a wedding recently or something like that?
Who?
That guy Dean. I think his name was Dean, right? Or not Dean.
Oh,
Not
Jo-
your husband, Dean. The other guy. The kind of chubby guy. I can't remember his name.
Oh, Jordan got married.
Jordan,
Yes.
yeah.
Kind of chubby guy. Fucking shots fired.
Sorry,
bro.
that's how I remember him. There was James Dean, which is ironic,
Yeah.
and then this chubby guy. What was his name?
Jordan.
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 Well, he had a
And
big.
then there's Arn. There's
he, had a,
Arn.
he had a square
Yeah,
face.
we had Arn.
Oh yeah,
we had Arn as well.
Who the fuck is Arn?
Remember Arn? Remember James and Arn went to get prostitutes and Arn freaked out and locked James out?
Oh
yes,
yeah,
I
yeah.
do remember James getting a prostitute.
James was pretty mad that him and his prostitute couldn't get into the hotel.
Yeah, that was such a great story. You gotta go back to like episode 4, people. You'll hear all about.
Yeah,
all
I don't
this.
remember when. Yeah, that was a while ago. We had Adele on, but holy shit, it was fucking wild.
So Adele comes
That
to
was
Vegas.
a while out.
She visits the band. We make instant friends with her, and then we go out. And
Well, yeah, because like I think anyone had the chance to make instant friends, but there's a chronic issue sometimes in the band that shall not be named of like nobody really putting themselves out there except for us, and so like when people,
well, it's the Josh and Andy show. After all.
yeah, like when people would come to town, they'd be like, oh, like we're in town, you guys are the pipe band here, like let's go out and like grab a beer and like get to know each other, and everyone else would be like, I've got school tomorrow, and we'd be like, no, like make new friends.
It's Tuesday at 8:30.
the fuck
can't
gotta
go out
do?
for an hour and a half?
Like you can't get one drink.
Yeah. So
You go to the titty bar.
You go to the tiki bar. It sounded like
The
she
titty
said,
bar?
Yeah,
Oh,
it sounded
tiki
like
bar.
she said titty. But
I'm pretty sure she said titty.
I said tiki.
episode title: Dell goes to the
Tiki.
titty bar.
No titties. Tiki. Tiki.
So we go to Frank's Tiki room. Oh fuck.
Yeah, we went to Frankie's, and then I blacked out. I don't remember what happened after that.
Well, we all
Neither
did.
do I,
We all
Josh.
did.
I remember James taking a picture and us hanging out through a taxi window.
Oh yeah. So
Can you get me that picture? I've never seen that.
yeah, we definitely need
Yeah,
that.
I'm
We'll
gonna
frame
get James to send me that picture.
That would be great.
Because we went to I didn't get two hams on the Tuesday because I had work the next day, but we
Oh,
went.
I definitely did.
But we went out on the weekend too.
Oh, we went out numerous times. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I remember the last night they were in town. We were drinking at HT until like the sun
6
came
in the
up.
morning. Yeah, the sun came
like it was fucking
I
wild.
remember you taking us. We met Prince that night.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we met.
We did. Yeah,
A Prince impersonator.
did.
there was a Prince impersonator in the
piano
fucking
bar. Piano bar.
At the piano bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that guy was. I still
And
follow him
we
on
were
Facebook.
flying home that morning, and we were still drinking.
Correct.
Oh yeah, you guys were like Fusco had to take you
I
home.
drove them back to the MGM, and the flight was like 2 hours.
Yeah, like you left the bar 2 hours before your flight, and you still hadn't packed.
Correct.
No packing was done. This is how bad it was. Arn, actually, we thought we'd packed. We landed to the airport, and Arn realised he left his whole wardrobe in the wardrobe.
Oh,
he
God.
didn't pack half the stuff.
He's like, man, that was quick.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So this is what happens.
He fucking didn't pack. Everything was hanging up, all his shirts and all his jeans and stuff, and he just he can't remember.
That is great. That is like one of the best stories of like, as hard as we party, Josh, we party pretty hard.
I like to think so. Del may or may not be able to confirm that the boys drink.
But I've never had one of those nights where like I have to go pack my shit up 2 hours. You've told the story of that chick from the games that one or St. Patrick's Day event where you went back to her hotel and shit was thrown everywhere.
Fucking everywhere.
Like, I've
and it's
never
it's like
done
9, and I was like, we have like a 4-hour drive. Like,
Right.
are you fucking joking my ass?
Like I've never done that. Like
My shit is packed. Like if I go, because like for me, it's like if I'm at a place, I'm like, all right, I know that I'm gonna be like do a hot exfil. Like I'm gonna just come back and grab my shit and leave because I'm gonna go out until the last possible minute. My shit's just fucking done. It's just sitting by the door if it's not already in the car.
right, absolutely. Well, when we were in Dell's house, we just stayed with her for fucking forever.
I didn't unpack the whole time I was there.
I was gonna say Josh was ready to go home like a week later. He was packed. Right? He's like, "We're getting a flight in 4 weeks. I am packed." And I'm like moving in to fucking Bert's house. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm never going home."
I don't think. Yeah, I wasn't like really antsy until probably like the very last week.
I'd say the last week.
Like the last week, I was like, all right, I'm ready to go. Like,
yeah.
I'm ready for home now.
It's
Yeah.
post Worlds. There's really nothing. To do
yeah,
here.
like after Worlds, I was kind of like, okay, like I like hanging out with my friends and like I like it here, but Jesus Christ, like I just miss sleeping in my bed.
Afterwards, you just have Port Rush, and Port Rush is just where you go drinking, and that's really it.
Well, that was my impression, and then I was expected to play well.
Oh, is that Andy?
That's Andy George.
Ollie, come on.
That's
Go
right.
away.
Ollie.
Wait, what's going on? Is that Ollie in the room?
Aye, well, he's way again. Faith, close the door.
Yeah, look at that little.
I'd love to take a look at that little bastard.
He's a wee shit.
How tall is he now? He's got to be huge. Well, actually,
Oh, yeah,
I've
no.
seen Dean.
Well,
He can't be that
well,
big.
he's nearly as tall as me.
I was about to say he's Northern Irish tall, so
Yeah,
4'4".
Yeah.
He's that kid's a champion. I can't wait to see what he does. I can't wait to see who he murders someday.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Me too.
Can't wait
I
to
can't wait either.
I can't wait to see him on the news.
Hopefully for being a big footballer
Did
someday.
you move your cursor off of the guest's face?
It's off.
Thank you, sir. But yeah, no, it's so Del, we went drinking and we tell this story before of how we just got hammered with a bunch of Northern Irish folk, and they were like, "You guys should come to Worlds."
I love Worlds Week. It's great.
And that's kind of what happened. Like we
It was
literally.
Adele that said it.
Josh, do you remember Worlds Week also going to Todd's bar?
Oh yeah,
I bring you. Do you remember that night?
I do.
The night we lost Andy.
Well, we didn't lose him. Someone else found him.
Why do you guys
Well,
always
we
got to
tried-
go into this?
We tried to save him on several occasions, but nope.
God, he was just
wasn't
sucking
happening.
face. Sucking face.
Hello, do you have this song?
It's what I do.
I have this song.
Yeah,
let me tell you what.
you were sucking face all night.
I did not believe y'all when you were telling me what Todd's bar was going to be like on Worlds Week.
Dude, it was insane.
It was
It was insane.
it was backing off. Like it was it was just a bunch of pipers and drummers just fucking going at each other. Like it was going out of style.
Dude, it was so packed and so insane.
It was so packed that you just couldn't move.
Yeah,
You couldn't even move. You
Like,
couldn't
I'm
get a
sitting
drink.
there. I'm sitting there with my beer like this to my because I'm just like every person is bumping into me every 3 seconds.
It It's good crack, but it's shite for getting drunk.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you want to get
You can
hammed,
get-
you're fucked.
If you want to get
Although-
if you want to get one drink in like 3 hours,
But
you
we
should
were
go.
we were drunk before we went.
Yeah.
Like we had shit
Yeah,
in the
we were
hotel.
we were fucking
Yeah.
we were fucking slamming shit in the hotel, dude. That was where Dell got her wooden rod.
Do you remember that? I still have that.
So
It's
wait,
a little,
wait.
It's
This was,
it's sanded down a bit since then, if you know what I mean. But but she still got it.
hold on. If I remember correctly, this was the Friday of the world. So this wasn't. We hadn't even played yet, right?
No, we partied Thursday and we
This-
partied
this
Saturday.
was-
This was
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, because if we had partied Friday, I'm pretty sure Jason would have actually murdered us.
Yeah. Now you're right. You're right. Because I remember
Where's
I
Josh?
did the most insane walk of shame of all time.
Oh, Andy, you were the walk of shame.
Like-
it was like you text me going, "Where am I at? Where did I go to?
I like how
Where?
he's like.
Who am I with?"
He's
What
trying
is
to
this?
text. He's trying to text all the people like as to like where am I? How do I get back to the hotel? And they're like not from Glasgow. Like they don't fucking know.
Right. Like literally. So this person that I stayed with was in a college somewhere in
It was
Glasgow.
in a dorm. It was like the university.
It was in
dorm.
Todd's. It was in the university.
Yeah. So like I get up the next day, walk home, and I've got like 2G on my phone, and I'm trying to do maps, like walk back to
Because
where
we were both too poor to like just get.
we couldn't get like a SIM
cell
card
plan
or
a
whatever the
SIM
fuck
card,
it was. Yeah. So I'm like, my phone is so delayed, it's like I couldn't figure it out. So I'm like walking back to the hotel, and I run into like Andrew Douglas, all the
All of
Inverary
Inverary guys in uniform.
walking
going
to
to do
going to do the qualifiers, and I'm in fucking my clothes from last night, and I'm like,
looking like a bag of hammered assholes.
oh god, this is so embarrassing. Now I know what it's like for a woman walking in her high heel shoes the next morning.
Also, that wasn't a walk of shame. That was a stride of pride.
Oh yeah, no, I was hey, it's a good night for me. I don't know
I'm
about the
to
rest
say,
of you.
you know what all those clean, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed boys in uniform going to qualifiers did the night before? Get a good night's sleep because they're grade 1.
They were well-behaved young gentlemen,
they didn't get slob on their knob.
unlike us idiots. Oh,
Well, I went back to the hotel, like had a bev and went to bed. Like I had a great night.
Yeah, Josh, we were wise. We all went home to bed.
I mean, it was like 11, but it wasn't too bad because we went
It
out.
wasn't 11.
No,
Was it 11?
Was
No, it
it?
wasn't 11.
What time was it?
11. It was about 12. 12 you leave Todd's and
Oh
then you
my-
go on to the next bar.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember us going to the bar and they didn't. I had to fake an accent because they didn't want to let any Americans in.
right.
It was like the basement bar with chicken wire on it, and they're like, the Americans are too
That
drunk.
was-
We're not gonna let them in.
That was campus.
Yeah, and then so I had like do my best shit Northern Irish accent to try to get.
I was like, fine, he's with us. He's grand.
How'd that work out?
I got in. Yeah. But I mean, that
You had a
point,
great
by,
night.
by that point, it was like watching a bunch of corpses drink, dude. Like, I mean, everyone was so fucking tanked. Like, I was like hanging out, talking with everyone, and I just see like they got their beers and just like when someone looks at their beer at the bar with disdain, and it's like, oh, it's like I just want to go home and go to sleep, but I have to fucking finish you because you cost money. Fuck.
Like I worked
Damn you.
15 minutes for this
Like
beer.
that's when you know that it's like, all right, guys, it's probably time to go home. Although I ditched the crew. I walked back because I kind of had figured out where I was.
I don't think you ditched the crew into the world's night. I think it was Saturday night when you
Was it
ditched.
Saturday night when I ditched the
I
crew and
believe
walked
so.
back? Because I remember walking down and like just like
Yeah.
I was like drinking on the street and hanging out with
Saturday
buskers.
night you
pretty sure it
ditched
was-
us and you left, and I think you met Arnold on the way
Mm-hmm.
back.
That was Saturday, yeah.
I did.
That
yeah.
was Saturday night.
We had
That was Saturday
a
night.
grand old time.
You and the most fuddy-duddy person of all time had an amazing time.
Oh, he was fucking lit.
was he?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He was either drunk or he was on some fucking amazing drugs.
Oh my god.
But that was good. That was a good time, man. Yeah.
Good crack, as they say.
Good crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that later because we had back in the day we had a lot of like failed concepts that we shot while we were in Ireland.
That never made the light.
Never made the light of day. One of the ones
Yeah.
was we were gonna do a bit with Dell where she explains some Northern Irish slang terms for the audience,
I
and
think
we're
we
gonna
filmed it, but we never actually.
we're gonna do that today
Oh, are we really?
Oh,
today.
okay.
on the show. So we're gonna get Dell to give us some sweet Northern Iron slang here in a minute.
Okay.
But real quick, we have to ask the question during all this like pandemic shit and everything being canceled: is Kloskelt still shit hot?
Or the other band that showed
We're-
up. we named.
We're shitter than hot.
Wait, is that good or bad? Is that an improvement or?
That's we've got 4 new sets and we're newly tipped and we're shitter than shit hot.
Shitter than shit hot.
I'll show you a lead tip. You'll
Wouldn't it be hotter than shit hot? Like, why did she go to shitter first?
I don't know. Shitter is a funny word.
Because it's fucking hot. It's hot. Do you know when you go into the depths of shit, it's really hot? That's how hot it is.
It's gonna be Fusco's Japanese flag of an asshole after this curry that he ordered.
Hold on. Is Class Kelp made its way into grade 1 yet?
Yeah, we're in grade 1 now.
Yeah. So Adele, your goal years and years ago. Well, I don't know. You told me this when I was there, but your goal was to play.
It was to fuck the lead singer from Africa.
Well, that too, but. But you wanted to play in the Worlds in every band of every grade level. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's correct.
So the only one you hadn't done was grade 1.
Yeah.
And now this year fucked you because you were in grade 1 and now the whole world went to shit.
Absolutely.
So
it just fucked me over.
You could have done your thing and now you're
I could have had it done. Sticks hung up.
You could have just quit.
Sure.
Yeah. Could have quit.
She's going to pick up the practice chanter and just start working.
Just learn pipes, man. Didn't she want you to teach her pipes, I think? Or was
Del,
that? Was that?
I don't.
What?
I don't think any of them wanted me to teach them pipes.
I thought I remember.
Like, nobody wants me to teach them pipes.
Anyway, but Adele, that's
I'll
too
tell
bad.
you what. I after I learn pipes, I'll be happy to teach someone pipes.
Well, there you go. But so that's too bad because you were so close to achieving your goal, which would have been amazing.
And
one of the bands
last year, we played grade 2, but we got to play in the grade 1 arena. So I have played in the grade 1 arena, but just not as a grade 1.
Wait, you guys weren't playing up to grade 1, right? You're just playing in the arena.
No, at the Worlds you're not allowed to. You just play in your grade.
Did you get broadcast by the Big Black Cock? I mean the BBC.
Yeah, we did actually. Yeah.
Yeah, Glasgow is one of those bands that's quite good, and they're probably better. I mean, they're quite good. They're at least better than Glasgow Police. There's no doubt about that. Nothing, Adele? Nothing?
I'm not responding.
We can't get you fired if you don't say anything.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't want to be fucking fired. I want to play in grade 1.
I mean, they're way better than PSNI, so
that's
that
true.
going for you.
Yeah. Hold on. Are we Aaron plays in that band? We cannot slag that band.
Aaron who?
Aaron Allingham.
Oh, Josh's crush. Sorry. Oh,
future wife.
Future wife. Josh's future wife.
Mm-hmm.
Does she still play with them? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, she's still there.
That's cool. They took a big downturn, didn't they?
Sorry, Adele's audio cut out momentarily.
Her audio, she got very quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, the signal's really bad here.
Oh, yeah. It's that NI internet.
Those fucking Ready brothers, they're not going to be happy with us.
That was the funniest thing when we were talking about, like, your shit 2G on your phone. Like, I remember when we were traveling, we're like, should we get, like, SIM cards? I'm like, nah. Like, everywhere has Wi-Fi, right?
No, they do not.
It's Northern Ireland. We don't.
Even the places that have Wi-Fi don't have Wi-Fi.
No, Wi-Fi is like 1.2G.
Like, we became regulars at the goddamn Belfast house because it was the only
Belfast house.
It was the only bar that had good Wi-Fi in one corner. It was only one corner.
Yeah, you had
of
to
the bar
sit in a
that
very
had it.
specific place of the bar.
Like, we sat by the window.
And Cookstown's a long street. It's a very long street.
It's about half an hour from every place in Northern Ireland too, as well.
It's about half hour away.
Half hour away.
Half hour away, yeah. It's only up the road there. It's only up the road.
So I must say, because I'm drunk.
Already? Fuck.
Yeah. So our time, well, for me, I don't know about you, Josh. For me, our time in Northern Ireland in 2017 was one of the greatest moments of my life. I would like to personally thank Adele for making that happen, and of course Bert, who
I'm about to say,
is not here, but
Bert who basically took in 2 horrible strays.
Horrible human beings.
He loves you guys.
Oh, we love him.
We love Bert. Bert is one of the greatest people on earth.
Yeah, we love him, and I miss him all the time because he was great. Drunk.
I loved it when we took you to Bushman's tour, and you brought out this cake for Dad and pretend it was his birthday, and he looked at me as if to say, "You're fucking dead."
That was so funny. It wasn't his birthday, but Josh talked to the waiter and said, like, it's his birthday, and it wasn't. It's so funny.
I thought I was going to get bait, and I was like, it wasn't me.
No, I literally went back, like, and like I was like, oh, I gotta have a piss, like I'll be right back. And so I got up and I went back because they had like a little bakery thing where they were selling stuff, and I was like, hey, can I buy can I buy one of these things because he's kind of he doesn't like celebrating, but it's my dad's birthday. And I pointed back at Bert and I was like, it's my dad's birthday today, and I just want to get him one of these cakes. Can I buy one of these real quick? And they're like, oh, we'll bring it out. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, we can do a bigger one with like the sparklers and everything. And I was like, oh, please do. And I was like, handed him like,
just throw money
gave
at
him like
him.
20 quid. And I was like, thank you so much. And then I'm just like, dude, the hardest part for me was like sitting there and like just not
Knowing
smiling
it's
or like
coming.
anything. I'm just like sitting there like, oh yeah, and we're chatting, whatever. Dude, his face got so fucking red. It was as red as that shirt.
He is
It's
not
like,
a man.
happy birthday.
They came
Like,
and this
the
fucking
actual
thing was just,
song.
oh, dude, it was
Flames
this
were
huge
shooting.
thing with like sparklers on it and whatever.
So funny. He was not. He was not impressed.
Yeah.
But yet.
I got the blame for that. And I'm thinking, wasn't me.
No, that was just that, and you didn't even know.
I had no
I
idea.
couldn't tell you. I was thinking, if I clue Fusco in, there's no way we're gonna be able to keep a straight face.
No,
Like,
I'll be laughing my ass off. I was like, I remember sitting there thinking, like, it's Bert's birthday. Why didn't anybody tell us?
It took you like 3 seconds. It took you to 3 seconds to be like, fucking Josh.
Well, yeah, we figured it out. Like, oh, it's not his birthday. Oh, this was a setup. Oh, okay.
Oh, it was so funny. God
Oh, it
damn,
was
dude.
so goddamn
Yeah.
funny. And Bert just sat there and took it. But he's a wonderful human being.
Dude, the greatest thing is, and like nobody can tell him this because, well, he's not on the internet, so that's fine. But like, it might be 5 years before I get to see him again. The first restaurant we go to, I'm doing it again. Like 100%.
Every time we go to a restaurant
hope
with
you
Bert,
do.
Every time we go to a restaurant with Bert, I'm going to tell them it's his birthday. For as long as him and I are friends, which if I do this, it might not be that long.
you're going to die before him. There's no doubt.
But yeah, like for as long as we're friends, every time I go to a restaurant with him, I'm just gonna be like, it's my friend's birthday. Can I get him?
Remember
like a
we
little
tried
cake?
to talk Bert into coming to the U.S. because we were like, hey, you got to come play with us.
Oh, yeah, he's
because we
coming.
play with him, and he was like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not getting on a fucking plane. What is his thing with planes? There was something about that, right? He was like, I'm not coming. Do you remember, Adele?
Phobic, and he thinks he goes into a plane. He's just, I don't know. I'm just like, Dad, wise up.
Wise up.
All we gotta do is just like kind of get him some Dramamine, and he'll just be kind of like, and all
Dude,
of a sudden
I'll
he'll
get
be in
him-
Vegas.
I'll get him cocaine.
Even,
I'll get him
even
whatever he
going to the
wants.
worlds, go to the worlds. You're on the plane, 20 minutes. You're landing in Scotland, and you're there. No. I'll go the boat and the bus, and I'll make it 5 hours.
Yeah, that is such a long trip, man.
It's
to
fucking
do the
gnarly.
boat.
Well, the
bus,
boat part
and
is the fun part. The bus part is.
To be
fucking
fair, it's good
treacherous.
crack.
Yeah, it's a
good
good
fun.
time. We had a great time. There's a video on somebody's channel.
It's on both. Yeah, it's on the Chanarant channel and the Las Vegas Pipe Band channel because I just made like a thing of like videos that were in such like a playlist, so I didn't like re-upload them. But yeah, the fun bus.
The fun bus, yeah.
The fun bus.
My God, we had a great time.
Oh yeah,
Good times.
dude,
Good times.
you just grinding on a very uncomfortable Jason.
That was so funny. So funny. Oh my God. Remember when everybody was asleep and you and I were awake?
And we just kept doing whack-a-mole.
And we were doing a bunch of weird shit
Oh,
while
yeah,
they were all
dude.
asleep.
Well, because our sleep like I don't know that we ever got over their jet lag until like maybe the very end because they partied so late.
Yeah, dude, we were completely fucked.
So
for
it's like
5
I never got over jet lag because like everyone's like, let's drink till 5 a.m. and I'm like, fuck, like this is not this is why I'm sleeping till 1.
Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, everything closes at midnight anyway.
Yeah. Shucks.
Unless you go around the back and knock.
Yes, unless you got like somebody with you Kieran that knows what's going on, and he goes around the back. He's like, "Can you let us in?" Okay.
No problem.
Yeah.
It's like we're gonna spend more money.
Yeah, we're gonna buy.
Come
shit.
on in, guys.
We just want a couple more beers.
So anyway, we had the greatest time with Adele. She's the most amazing person ever.
Yep, her and her family, and honestly, I'd say all the Breest folks
Entire Breest family.
was
Team Breest.
yeah, they're fucking awesome people.
I mean,
Yeah,
apparently Klaus
agreed
Kelt
for
is
it.
better because Adele left Breest for Klaus Kelt. But
Adele, no.
Can you show your face in Cookstown or is it bad? Do you get Christmas cards from Arnold or no?
I don't know about a Christmas card, but I am worthy of being allowed to parade with the band.
oh, you still do. So you still got their uniform.
So they're still taking advantage
Yeah.
of your looks.
Yeah.
They're still taking advantage of me, absolutely.
Yeah. We got a hot girl on tenor. We're gonna let her play. It sounds fair to me.
Speaking of glow ups,
Fair enough.
I don't know if you follow Jason on
Oh,
Instagram.
I do. Yeah.
Dude's fucking shredded now.
That guy's fucking ripped.
He's fucking shredded.
The
now.
guy, all he does is fucking hike.
He just hikes and
Hikes.
works. Like,
He loves the hiking.
I don't know if he
loves
plays
the
pipes
hiking.
anymore. I have no idea.
I don't know what it is, but
I was chatting with him.
No,
on
he still plays pipes, yeah.
we got to get him on sometime because I'm like, God damn, dude. Like, I feel like I've gotten fatter and uglier, and he's gotten pretty good looking.
Jason, yeah, and he cut his hair so he doesn't have the fro anymore. But he doesn't have the Jew, he doesn't have the Jew fro. But
We love Jason's
oh no,
curls.
Jason's great. So like 2 weeks ago, him and I were chatting on Snapchat, and I was like, "Dude, you look so good, dude. You're fucking ripped, bro." And he's like, and we were just talking about the worlds, everything, blah blah blah. I'm like, Bally Breeze, Team Breeze, let's go back. He's like, when are we going back? And Breeze and Jason's like, as soon as we can. I'm like, I'm in with you, man.
Yeah,
I'll
let's
go
fucking do
back.
it.
I'm going back. Whatever. When you go back, I'm going back. Yeah, Jason's a good dude, man.
But the thing is, I left Ballybreeze because Ballybreeze weren't getting out. So it was kind of like, right, now's my chance to go play with another band while Ballybreeze takes a year out. So that's why I jumped ship.
That makes sense. I mean, I kind
Fuck
of.
you. Hold on. Tell the fucking
Well, no,
truth.
hold on. I have a quick question about this because I think about this sometimes. When you say going out, like, it wasn't really about winning or losing. It was about, like, number of events, right? Or was it about winning or losing?
It was because we went out for so long and we were winning. And then when you and Josh came, we just lost.
So we destroyed. we single-handedly destroyed Ballybreeze
You
like exploded
ruined
them.
Ballybreeze.
Fuck, how did that happen?
because we are ruiners.
We are terrible.
Ruiners.
Terrible human beings.
You brought them to the devil.
Well, that's true. That's what we do. Well, when you bring them to
Hail
the devil,
Satan.
you're supposed to win, not lose.
Yeah.
So
Well, no, they just didn't have a drum corps. They didn't have a back end, so it was literally right. We'll take a year and we will try and bring in some players, etc., etc. At
Massive
that
gaping
stage,
hole
I
in
wasn't
the back
willing
end.
to take a year out. I wanted to keep on progressing. So then I decided, yeah, Closkel's the band for me.
So wait, we asked Rab what he thought the problem with the Breest was, and he said that they had.
Massive gaping hole in the back end.
that was his
Massive gaping
official
hole in the back end.
in the back end. Absolutely. Is that not what happened? I mean, apparently the
That
drummers
is
were shit.
that is the polite way to put it. Yes.
So you ever find a correlation where it's like the Breest was hitting the same problems we hit like a year after we hit them or something? Because like we had a whole concert with no drums.
We did a whole concert, no drums, because we had none.
Nothing. We had
Well,
nothing.
like,
no
one
drums.
learning, yeah.
We had no drums to play in the drums.
Yeah. On the bright side, it made tuning a lot easier.
We'd have to listen to those guys
Yeah.
bitch about the
They weren't in the back fucking tapping on every flat surface in the world
like, shut up!
like goddamn mental patients.
Hi, hold on here a wee second. We don't have to listen to you tune and tune and tune and tune and tune. And hold on, stop a wee minute because we need to tune.
Yeah, well, if we didn't want to play an instrument that had delicacy in tuning, we would play drums.
We'll play tenor specifically because who gives a shit?
Yeah. Like
Oh,
for
hold
example,
on.
since
Hold
according
on.
to the internet I need to
Hold on.
retire from piping, I'm going to be a bass drummer now.
We bring the sass.
You definitely bring the sass. I do appreciate
Well, you have a lot of time to bring the sass while everyone else is memorizing sets and tuning their instrument.
Yeah, they gotta go.
Oh, hold on. We have to memorize sets and we have to tune instruments.
Hold on. This is your average tenor drummer. Doom doom. 64 measures later. Boom boom.
Well, clearly you have not played under our new lead drummer.
Who's your lead tip, by the way? Who's the new lead tip?
Our new lead tip is Corey Corgan.
Who the fuck is that?
He won the world with what do you call them there? The RUC band. So he's a world drumming champion.
So what is it like to not have to play music throughout the entire set?
What do you mean not play music?
Like I'm playing.
What?
I'm playing from start to finish. I'm playing from the first E all the way to the end.
Hey, wait.
That's
To be
true,
fair, she's
but
doing
you
a
get
bunch
to
of this.
follow
What's
notes.
it
You-
like to
you
have breaks?
The tune, you decide you like the tune. You pick the tune. You learn the tune from the page. We have to then go and actually write a score to the tune. We don't get a page in front of us. We have to go and actually think of what we have to play.
Like
to
I would
again.
love to stop after the first two parts. After the first part twice through of the march, I'd love to just like have a wee break, then start back up again.
But we're not having a break. We're not having a break. Have you seen my nunchucks?
Oh my god. Tenor. I don't know.
I don't know. Is it,
I'm in the middle here.
I'm saying that I don't doubt that it requires skill, but as far as stamina is concerned, I feel like
It's a lot of stamina. It's a lot of upper body work.
Yeah, it is.
It is definitely more upper body work than continuously blowing a wind instrument for 7 minutes.
Oh my god. I'm gonna let you two go at it for a bit. Go ahead. I'm not gonna. I love tenor drummers. I am not.
I don't know how about we set a challenge. You try play, and I'll play your instrument. We'll do a switcheroo.
So wait, I shouldn't update my reeds yet.
No. Give her the fucking shit of shit reads. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I'll have a Chesney read. It's fine.
Ooh, do I get a Chesney reed for giving her a cameo on the show?
Adele, if you can get me really good Chesney reads, I will make you famous.
We already have, not in a good
wait.
way. Well,
have.
we'll make you infamous.
Make you infamous. This is not a good thing. So David Chesney is a wonderful human being. I actually have no idea, but he makes good reads.
Well, we gotta get Laura back.
And chanters.
We're gonna leverage her to get David on the show.
Yeah, we gotta get Laura back. So let's talk.
Laura went to the toilet and hasn't came back. So
we scared her away.
She Elvised us.
She might be dead on the fucking shitter right now. Who knows?
I know. I need to go find her soon.
You should just shout flush twice if you're alive.
David's actually her father-in-law, so she's married to David's son, who's our pipe sergeant, Johnny
Chesney.
Yeah.
Okay. So more importantly, let's just take this moment to reveal what her maiden name is.
I don't know.
McWhitter.
What? Say it one more time.
McWhitter.
Oh, really?
Really? So she's
Really?
How is she related to Stephen McWhirter?
Don't know.
So she's got the last name of our most infamous enemy of all time.
It's not an enemy. He just
Not
doesn't
enemy,
like.
just-
He doesn't like us.
She doesn't like us.
We
We
like
love
him.
him.
Yeah.
I love Stephen McWhirter.
Yeah, we like him. He just doesn't like us.
Right. So Adele,
He's just not that into us.
he's just not that into us. Our most infamous enemy of all time. So Adele, we've got to get her back because I have so many questions.
Well, let's do this. Let's do a quick break. We'll talk to the chat a little bit.
Okay.
Or the Patreon streamer folks, and then
Because they've got questions for Adele.
we'll be back. We'll be back in like 5 or 6. In the meantime, everyone, go to chanarant.com, buy a shirt.
Yeah. What the fuck? Buy a shirt, God damn it.
Yeah, get a shirt. Get a shirt bought now.
All right, Del, you got time to take a break, refresh your bev. Are you drinking a ginny or are you drinking wine?
I am. I'm drinking gin. But guys, I just let you know I have a 5% left in my phone here.
Oh, fuck's sake. All right, go
Plug
plug
it
it
in.
in. Go plug it in right now.
Get the plug. Put it to where you are.
There's no chargers here. I'm at a person's house.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Who does? Why does everyone do things on their phones instead of a computer?
Don't know.
Because I can't carry a fucking computer with me till I'm miles out.
Adele, okay, go find somebody who's got a phone that's got full charge. Anybody at this party.
Right.
Because I got two questions.
Okay,
because there's couple things. I want you to walk around. I want to hear tin whistle, and I want to hear like what life is like in Northern Ireland. You go to somebody's house party and everybody's playing shit. Because that's
Right.
cool.
Okay. I'm gonna. Right. I'll ring you back from
We'll
in
ring you
there
back.
if I can.
Yeah, ring us back.
Okay.
Oh, this episode of the Chantarant podcast brought to you by the Chantarant store. Buy all your great Chantarant gear and t-shirts and even tank tops for the ladies. It's a hot one out there at this world's pipe band competition, so don't forget to head to chantarant.com and buy yours today.
So in typical chanter rant fashion, no, you don't have to transition to that because that's not a thing. No, just Hit it again. There we go. Nailed it. In typical Chantaran fashion, Del Chantaranted herself and called on her phone from a party with 5% battery.
We may get her back, we may not, but we're going to go forward and pretend we don't know if she comes back.
We are going to go forward, and real quick, we do have some articles that came up we didn't get to talk about on the last week's episode because John was on the episode, and we just kind of kept going with him. So this is I don't know how many of you've seen this, but the Pipes Drums article and video interview they did on like race and piping. Did you read or look into any of this, Fusco?
I did not.
I hate to give credit to people that aren't us. Because, you know, like, why build up any other show's audience?
Fuck them.
No, I think that it's kind of insane. Like, they actually did a really good job on this. They did the thing that we were going to try to do. We were going to try to get someone on to actually talk about their experience, and they actually pulled it off.
Did they?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what was the result?
The result is it's like, no, it's like just as shitty as everything else, you know, to some extent. I mean, if you watch, and I'm sure most people that are in our chat have seen the video. If not, we can link it. But the video interview I thought was better than the article. I think a really interesting point that was made was like, yeah, like there's still. I mean, we talked to Trevor about this kind of for a bit as well, but there's still kind of that thing of like, oh, you're a piper or you're a drummer, or like, you know, why does someone that looks like you do this? But in this interview, he kind of talked about how pipe bands are actually a little more accepting. Just because, like, I'm assuming we're, you know, despite whether they're racist or not, they need players.
Racist or homophobic or whatever it is. In the end, you just need players.
Yeah.
Whatever, right?
So, Fusco, you're pretty hammed. You're pretty lubricated.
I am.
We were talking to Adele before the show about some of our adventures. What adventures are you looking forward to coming back?
Oh,
hopefully. If anything comes back, what do you think would be like the thing you'd be most excited about returning?
That's interesting. So as a single guy, like
It's wherever you can pull.
it's whatever hole I can put it in. That is an amazing adventure.
But what I'm saying, like, as far as piping related
Oh.
adventures, yeah, like what specific events are prioritized? Like some, you know, if they didn't come back, who knows? Who cares?
It's all. I mean, everybody cares about the big events, right? For us on the West Coast, it's the Costa Mesas, the Pleasantons, etc. The Worlds. You know, like let's be part of something big because everybody wants to be part of something big.
But also, like, the Worlds, you know, whether or not we're going to go to that, it's like going to be like every few years, maybe. I mean, the big events on the West Coast, at least we're probably going to be able to see on a regular basis, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah. But still,
But there's also events that are for the crack. Like, I mean, you know, would you be stoked to go to Winter Storm again?
yes, big time. That's a hell of a crack.
Do you think you would go, like, in a competition attitude, or would you go, like, for the sesh?
After last year, like 2020, I thought about 2021. I'm gonna go back and compete in grade 2 because I think I could do well there. Like I listened to a bunch of the grade 2. I'm like,
So you basically thought, like, yeah, I can slap these fools.
oh, I've got a chance here. These guys aren't that good.
Actually show up and compete. Interesting.
No, it definitely crossed my mind. I'm like, yeah, maybe next year I'll just show up and compete because why not? Like, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, I mean, the thing for me is, like, I don't think I can ever be talked into going to Kansas City for any event ever again. It's just too cold. I'm not doing it. My core and balls and feet were not meant for that level of cold. I'm not doing it. I'm done. Kansas City, you're written off the map. I'm sorry, guys, but it's a long way to go to drink Blue Moons at Jeremy Down's table.
Hey man, if you're really into like piping, Winter Storm is one of the places to go. Why I don't know.
I think it's like, well, I think it brings in a lot of like the United States pipers and like you know, Canadian pipers and drummers.
Yeah.
And
No,
drummers,
it's
of
huge,
course.
man.
Fucking Josh isn't talking about drummers. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I miss more of the local shit. Really, like I just miss gigs. I miss fucking the games, obviously, I would love to happen. I would love for the concert to happen. That would have been fun.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't been officially nixed, but I feel like, it's on death row.
It's on death row. It's definitely fucking.
It's on death row
coming.
ordering its last meal.
It definitely is.
Worlds, I want to go back, but I think for Worlds, I definitely just want to spectate. Real quick, as we kind of wrap this up, since I'm sure Adele forgot about us completely, and is no longer going to come anywhere near this show. Next week, Fuko,
Yes.
are you prepared? Are you excited? Do you have any idea who our guest is?
Next week? I think I do. Is it me?
No, well, you'll be there, but you're not the
Oh.
guest. You're the co-host.
Oh shit. I thought I was always the co-host, always the guest of this show.
Yeah, no. You thought you were just you
I
were
was
the
the permanent
longest
guest.
You were the longest returning guest on the Channeram podcast.
Yeah, that's
was
what I thought
Andy.
how this worked.
No, that's not how it works.
Matt Willis, right? Matt Willis.
Yes. So next week we have Matt Willis coming on the show. He is from the Dallas Metroplex area.
Yeah. He's arguably the most prolific YouTube sensation of bagpiping, if you want to call sensation.
I wouldn't say sensation. Granted, we are going to talk to him about everyone using the goddamn term premiere, which drives me nuts now. It's a triggering.
I didn't know.
It's a triggering word for me. But no, the thing I like about Matt, and the reason I kind of want to have him on the show is I've seen a bunch of his videos. He's a prolific YouTuber, but he's also a prolific player, and he's a professional. Like, he does that for a living, kind of similar to you.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that I like is he puts out a lot of YouTube videos that have a lot of traction, and like they have actually good information. It's not like, here's why you should play with your hands switched or some shit like that. Like, it's actually shit that's useful to a player, and I think that he actually, like, not only production quality wise good, but content wise good.
His production quality is quite good.
So, once we have him on the show, it's only a matter of time until Andrew Douglas tries to hire him. But
he's been thinking about it for a while.
I'm very excited to have Matt on the show next week. So tune in for that. It's gonna be a little more PG of a show because he's got some of his audience tuning in, and his audience is not all of the
Says
six.
you.
It'll be a little more PG, but we can do that. We've done it before. We did it with Murray Blair. Think of that tone. We want a Murray Blair tone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna fuck with him, but
Not too bad. But yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a fun show next week. I hope you all enjoyed the hopeful improvements to the stream in some sense, as far as quality, as far as like consistency.
we're getting there.
and
We're
then
getting
maybe-
there.
yeah.
We're figuring this shit out because now we've got stuff that works.
I want to quickly give a shout out to all the people that were tuning in that are patrons. I saw Rab was in there. I saw John Van Dickface. I saw Kelly. I saw Ray. I saw Brad Beerboy. I saw all kinds of people.
Your boy Brad, John Van Dickface is greatest emailer of all time.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Let's go real quick before we break for getting some lunch and just shooting shit. Do you have any final thoughts on this episode with our good friend Delboy?
If you ever listen, let me start over. Fuck you, Kelly. All right. Listen,
She's the one that will get you drunk and then laugh at you for being drunk.
right? Yeah, fuck her. She's such a cunt. So listen. If you have an opportunity in your life to make friends with somebody in the scene of the UK, do it. Go participate, be part of their band, and then make friends, and it's a great time. That's what I got to say about that. Be part of it.
Superb. I would just close by saying that it was great to have Del on. I miss her. She's my sister from a different mister.
Mm-hmm.
And much like her interview today on our show, our time together was too short.
Yes.
So
She just disappeared, and
So-
we have no idea what happened.
I'm sure she'll be blowing us up on Facebook Messenger in like an hour. I'm like, y'all still doing the show?
She won't. No clue.
But thank you all for tuning in. Please, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. We're going to post some more stuff there in the near future. And also, we'll see you next week with Matt Willis.
Yeah, be a patron, and then get to. You can ask questions to Matt Willis.
Yeah,
if
we
you
still
want to.
haven't made the Winter Storm travel video public yet. I'm not sure how long I'm going to wait to do that.
Where's part 2 coming in?
Part 2 is coming in this week.
Oh,
This
cool.
upcoming week, yeah.
Yeah, give him like a couple weeks.
Part 2 is where it gets a little gnar.
I can't wait.
If you
I have no
remember,
idea.
correctly, I did include the one clip of like Cammy fucking choking Ross Miller.
Right. That's why I like. I want to see. I saw that in the like clip.
In the little clip, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
but
no,
I'm
I've got some good stuff. If you want to see Ross Miller knock out Fusco in a bit, then yeah, tune in for part 2. All right, thank you all for tuning into this episode of Sharing Podcast, and I will play us out.
Where's our food?
It'll be here in about 20 minutes.
Food!